To pick out is a phrasal verb that can have different meanings depending on the context and how it is used. Here are some possible meanings and examples of to pick out: to recognize, find, or choose someone or something from a group or a crowd. For example, can you pick out the 3 deliberate mistakes in this paragraph? She picked out a pink shirt for me to try on. A witness picked out the attacker from police photos. To distinguish or emphasize someone or something by using a different color, shape, or sound. For example, the ship's name was picked out in bright gold letters along her stern. She picked out the melody on the piano with one finger. He picked out his friends by their voices in the dark. To remove someone or something by picking, plucking, or pulling. For example, she picked out the seeds from the watermelon. He picked out the splinter from his finger. They picked out the best apples from the basket.
All I want you to do is pick out the person you saw with the gun in his hand. All I want you to do is pick out the person you saw with the gun in his hand.
Okay. Want to pick out some candy? Okay. Want to pick out some candy?
Well, after the game, I'm going to pick out a pair that's more me. Well, after the game, I'm going to pick out a pair that's more me.
The meaning of to take one's time is to be leisurely and unhurried about doing something. It means that you do not rush or feel pressured to finish something quickly, but rather use as much time as you need or want. For example, if someone says take your time to you, they are telling you that there is no need to hurry and that you can relax and enjoy what you are doing.
Take your time with it. Take your time with it.
So please, take your time. So please, take your time.
Take your time, do whatever you need to do. Take your time, do whatever you need to do.
The meaning of to talk over something is to discuss a problem or situation with someone, often to find out their opinion or to get advice before making a decision about it. For example, if you are unsure whether to accept a job offer, you might want to talk it over with your family or friends. This phrase can also mean to interrupt someone by talking louder than them, usually in a rude or disrespectful way. For example, if you are trying to explain something to someone, but they keep talking over you, they are not listening to what you are saying and are trying to dominate the conversation. This phrase is very common in English and has different synonyms depending on the context and tone. Some synonyms for the first meaning are to discuss, to debate, to consult, to confer, etc. Some synonyms for the second meaning are to drown out, to override, to shout down, etc.
I'm sorry, Hi, there's nothing to talk over. I'm sorry, Hi, there's nothing to talk over.
I have some personal business to talk over with these people. I have some personal business to talk over with these people.
It has helped to talk it over with colleagues. It has helped to talk it over with colleagues.
The meaning of to lie down is to move into a position in which your body is flat, usually in order to sleep or rest. For example, if you are feeling tired or sick, you might want to lie down on a bed or a couch.
You go lie down with some fruit. Maybe a cool bath? Your PJs? You go lie down with some fruit. Maybe a cool bath? Your PJs?
I need to lie down for a bit. I need to lie down for a bit.
I'm gonna lie down on my big, beautiful bed at the Waldorf and blow my brains out. I'm gonna lie down on my big, beautiful bed at the Waldorf and blow my brains out.
To be in or rise into a standing position. For example, I hope we don't have to stand up for much longer. My legs are getting tired. Or Tom, please stand up and tell the class about your vacation.
Was that you? You want to stand up, please? Was that you? You want to stand up, please?
Please stand up and show us your handkerchief. Please stand up and show us your handkerchief.
She can stand up and be noticed. She can stand up and be noticed.
The meaning of take a seat is to sit down. It is often used as a polite or formal way of inviting or requesting someone to choose a place to sit. For example, if you go to a doctor's office, the receptionist might say take a seat and will call you when it's your turn. Or if you go to a job interview, the interviewer might say take a seat and tell me about yourself.
It's not easy to take a seat at this card table. It's not easy to take a seat at this card table.
Would you like to take a seat? Would you like to take a seat?
Take a seat, please. Take a seat, please.
Literally, it means that something happens or continues for the whole day, from morning to evening. For example, I could eat this cake all day long. Carol waited all day long for the cable repairman to arrive, but he never did. Figuratively, it means that something is very true or certain, or that someone can do something very well or easily. For example, we could go on citing examples all day long. You can deny it all day, but it's still true. The phrase is often used to emphasize or exaggerate a point or an opinion. It can also be used sarcastically or humorously to express disbelief or doubt. For example, he claims he can run a marathon all day long, but I don't believe him. Yeah, right? You can solve this puzzle all day long.
You get all the news you need all day long. You get all the news you need all day long.
So what's it like having people find themselves in your office all day long? So what's it like having people find themselves in your office all day long?
But you're asking me questions all day long. But you're asking me questions all day long.
The phrase by oneself can have two main meanings. It can mean alone, without any help or company from other people. For example, you can say she likes to read by herself, or he did the homework by himself. This meaning is similar to the synonyms on one's own, singly, separately, or solitarily. It can also mean unaided, using one's own abilities or resources. For example, you can say she learned to play the piano by herself, or he built the house by himself. This meaning is similar to the synonyms unassisted, under one's own steam, independently, or solo.
I want my daughter out in front of the school in 10 minutes by herself. I want my daughter out in front of the school in 10 minutes by herself.
He'll do that all by himself. He'll do that all by himself.
I'm all by myself out there. I'm all by myself out there.
The meaning of on purpose is that something is done intentionally, not by accident. For example, if you say he left the photo out of the story on purpose, it means that he deliberately chose not to include the photo in the story. It was his intention to leave it out. Some synonyms of on purpose are deliberately, purposely, consciously, or by design.
You know he burned those paintings on purpose, right? You know he burned those paintings on purpose, right?
It was not on purpose, you know? It was not on purpose, you know?
You didn't do it on purpose. You didn't do it on purpose.
The meaning of to get along with is to have a friendly, pleasant, or amicable relationship with someone. For example, you can say I get along with my coworkers, or she doesn't get along with her neighbors. This phrase is similar to the synonyms be on good terms with, be compatible with, or be in harmony with.
You never could get along with anyone in school. You never could get along with anyone in school.
But if you say you get along with your parents, well, you're a liar too. But if you say you get along with your parents, well, you're a liar too.
Once you learn to be sociable, get along with people. Once you learn to be sociable, get along with people.
The meaning of to make a difference to someone is to have an impact or influence on someone's life, situation, or feelings. For example, you can say your kindness made a difference to me, or she wanted to make a difference to the world. This phrase is similar to the synonyms to matter to someone, to affect someone, or to change someone's life.
Don't make a difference to me. Just don't make a difference to me. Just
doesn't make a difference to me. Doesn't make a difference to me.
I don't know why, but for some reason it seems to make a difference to them. I don't know why, but for some reason it seems to make a difference to them.
To remove or extract something from somewhere. For example, she opened her bag and took out a small notebook. To obtain or secure something from an authority, such as a license, a patent, or a loan. For example, he had to take out a loan to pay his taxes. To go somewhere and do something with someone, usually something you plan and pay for. For example, our boss took us out for drinks to kill or destroy someone or something, especially in a violent way. For example, the soldiers said that they were trying to take out the snipers, to buy food in a restaurant and eat it somewhere else. For example, is that to eat in or take out?
Cut the fiber cable and take out that cell tower. Cut the fiber cable and take out that cell tower.
Take out the candle and I'll block the bookcase with my body. Take out the candle and I'll block the bookcase with my body.
Take me out for a good time. Take me out dancing. Take me out for a good time. Take me out dancing.